What's up, guys? So I know I just did a live reaction for you guys, but I didn't know if it completely buffered the entire time. I wasn't able to coherently talk to you guys while I missed talking to my friends because the signal was really bad. Me and Alicia, we are just now leaving the movie theater. Just got done looking at Wonder Woman. If you haven't seen my video before, I gotta say, Wonder Woman was dope. I actually really genuinely enjoyed Wonder Woman. It was very compelling, it's very heartfelt. It was a genuine origin story that honestly, it trumps most of the superhero films I've seen most of, I don't know, man, past 2 years, honestly. It's crazy because it definitely was a lot better than Suicide Squad, definitely a lot better than the Batman vs. Superman theatrical version. Man of Steel was always my favorite, but this rivals that. It could actually technically be better. One of the key points I can actually say, I don't want to spoil anything, this is completely non-spoiler related, is that the score is really good. Even though Hans Zimmer did not come back, I'm not sure who did the score, but it's really good. There is no after credit sequence, I can definitely let you know that, but I will say that the action moments, when they are going down, you will be rooting for Diana Prince. When you actually see what's actually happening around the world, I did this one specific moment where she gets on the battlefield, specifically the front line. That sequence alone was just fire because it starts and you're like, is it gonna go any further? And it just goes and it just goes, and it's like, it was so freaking dope. Babe, what'd you think about the movie, man?
I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed myself. It was a good movie. It really was. Like, really, really good.
Yeah.
The story was really good.
Yeah, I think that one of the biggest draws that I had is that I was like, I don't want to feel overhyped about the film. I didn't want to go in like with high expectations. So I went in with very low expectations and I was just like blown away. I will be uploading a couple different interviews that I did with other people, and hopefully y'all enjoy those because I got a fresh perspective from other people that came out of the film and had their different draws and different nitpicks here or there, but this was actually a solid superhero film.
Good origins movie.
Yes,
definitely. It helped you, like, where in Batman and Superman vs. Superman, she just magically appears. This does a good job of like telling like where she came from, how she got, like, really dealing with like I guess like he said, like a good origin story, because you really get to see like, okay, how did she become this? Yeah. And it was that, I think that was cool. Like, it definitely was a good cohesive story. Like, you understand, like, okay, this is how we got here. This is what she's doing.
3/4 of a mile.
Now it's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound really weird, but I think that it's a good comparison. When I think about Batman Begins and when I think about Spider-Man 1, those were origin stories. Those are origin-based stories. I think that this movie, if not equal to them, rivals it in certain ways. Because with Batman Begins, like, you got this amazing story, very interestingly crafted, but there's so many different things that kind of go back and forth, that you're like, okay, well, let's get to the action as much as the funny part, as much as the dramatic part. And then with Spider-Man, it's so happy, and then it goes to dramatic. And Spider-Man, I think, was honestly the bullet point. Good gracious, wasn't really who hit you up. But I think that with this, it's its own kind of brand, and I think that for women out there, you are gonna come to appreciate this film in so many different respects. So many different things that were said that I was like, wow, this was actually really good. It was very well written. Zack Snyder, I did not know he helped to co-write this, as well as Jeff Johns helping him with it. So this was a really good story. Patty Jenkins did a great job. Gal Gadot did a great job. Chris Pine, I say, was a big part of the heart and soul of this film because his acting ability, as much as his presence there, made the chemistry behind what they were trying to do with Steve Trevor and Diana Prince make it so much more deeper. And I think they did such a good job because honestly, he's an actual respected guy. Like, he's respective of her. Like, he acknowledges her, he listens to her, and it was just really strange to actually witness a guy that was a soldier that was good that didn't undermine her. Like, I don't know, it sounds really strange.
In that time period.
Exactly.
Because it's definitely like a time period piece. Like, it's not like present day.
Yeah.
So I think, like, I think to what he's saying, like, especially like in that time era.
Yeah.
Where you see the other men kind of do.
Yeah, like there are so many different moments where, you know, he could have undermined her, he just didn't. There are different moments where, you know, she was just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do anyway, you know, and she did it, but he followed her. Like, he followed her lead when she wanted to lead, and he helped her when she wasn't willing to fight for herself. And I think that their chemistry was so dope, man. Like, I don't know, it was just a good movie, man. I'm really surprised at what they were able to accomplish with this film. I highly recommend you go and check it out. Anybody that watches it, I definitely can say you're going to be coming out of the film feeling really uplifted, really in awe. Like, some of the fight sequences, you're going to be like, what? Some of the things that happen, you're going to be like, wow. And even the way they were able to hide a lot of the story from the trailers, I was really happy about.
The trailer don't tell you nothing.
That I didn't get spoiled.
The trailer tells you nothing. You're like, wait, okay.
I didn't get spoiled. That's the biggest thing I can say. I did not get spoiled by the trailers. Stay away from the TV spots, though. Just watch it as is. You're gonna have a great time in the movies. We had a great time in the movies. We got some interesting superhero swag, and yeah, you guys, I'll give you guys a more in-depth review for Wonder Woman tonight. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Y'all have a blessed one. Go see Wonder Woman. It was dope. Peace, guys.